Last time we talked about the return and risk, and again, all of these concepts around your financial plan, they all tie together. So even though I'm handling them as different sections, they all come together and they all need to be looked at the same time. Because again, when it comes to again the investment policy, and again, and in this case, we're going to be looking at the time horizon. Depending on your time, how much time you have, or maybe if you're at retirement, and so you're in a very much different situation. All of those things have a very, very big impact on the return, and the type of return that you might need, and the risk associated with that return, how risky you want to be. Um, and time can heal a lot of things, obviously. I mean, if you have a lot of time, then um, whatever you invest, it can compound for a very long time and actually give you a great return, over 30, 40, 50 years. And so always use time to be on your side. Always try to have time on your side. And so that's why one of the key things is when you're young, you should be saving as much as you can, and it may not be much depending on your expenses and where you are, especially in the beginning, but try to save as much as you can because if you give yourself, again, the 40 years of the 30, 40, 50 years to compound before you retire, you could have a great nest egg at the end. So use time, have it be a benefit to you. Okay. And and again, we are all on different timelines. So I mean, as far as where I'm at relative to somebody much younger than me, totally different, time horizon. As you get older, obviously, as you get older and you're maybe heading towards retirement or you are in retirement, then you don't have as much time, and you want to be able to use your capital, which you actually gained over time um, in your retirement, for maybe doing things that you haven't been able to do. And so that changes obviously the types of return because you want to be a lot more conservative at that point in time. And you want to be able to preserve as much as you can and use it at the same time. And so risk and the returns are going to be totally different. And then also within between time, you may have different things that you need that you want to do, whether it be kids going to college, and so that's going to require some funding possibly. You may want to have a home that you want to buy, or maybe you want to buy a second home down the road. Maybe make it as an investment, and so that's going to require some funding, some money for that. And many other things, maybe unknown things that could happen. Maybe it's uh, maybe some health things that could happen in the future that you want to be prepared for. You don't really know when or where it's going to happen, um, but you want to be prepared for it and have so much money set aside just for that, just in case. And maybe you do know something already based on, where you are. Even by making other purchases such as cars, I mean, again, you want to be able to plan for that, not only what you need now, but also, let's say, 15, 20 years down the line. But again, those are specific things that happen within the time horizon. The key is with time, it has a very direct impact on how you invest and specifically the types of return and risk that you can take on. When you're young, you can take on higher risk and also look for higher returns. As you get older and older, and again, you're at about retirement or you are retired, then the allocations can change. And so you're going to be taking on less risk and your returns are going to be less because, again, because again, as we mentioned before, there's a correlation between risk and return. So again, very important. Time, it can be an enemy and it can be a friend. And so you want it to be a benefit to you, a friend to you as much as possible. So that's why I say try to do as much investing and saving as soon as you can. Um, and then as you get older, you just have to be, again, it creates more of a constraint, but again, it's a manageable constraint. And so you just have to learn how to, okay, what do I need to do and how do I plan and how do I really make the best of it, especially as you get older. And again, obviously, if you've saved, if you have enough, then it shouldn't be a problem. If you haven't, then you just have to really work around that, what you do have. Uh, And that's it.